It's a pleasure to have you join me on this virtual journey. Welcome. Hello and a warm welcome to our channel. Today, we're delving into Heinrich XV, Prince Reuss of Greiz. Heinrich XV, Prince Reuss of Greiz, 22 February 1751, 30 August 1825, was the fourth of 6 sons born into the reigning family of the Principality of Reuss. At the age of 15 he joined the army of the Habsburg monarchy and later fought against Ottoman Turkey. During the French Revolutionary Wars he became a general officer and saw extensive service. He commanded a corps during the Napoleonic Wars. From 1801 until his death, he was Proprietor Inhaber of an Austrian infantry regiment. Prince Heinrich came to the attention of the Habsburg king in his 30s. After distinguishing himself in battle against the Turks, the emperor promoted him to command an infantry regiment. He served against the French First Republic in the Flanders Campaign and was promoted to the rank of general. The year 1796 found him leading Austrian troops against the army of Napoleon Bonaparte. In the following year he commanded a division. In 1799 Prince Heinrich fought against France in Germany and Switzerland. He led a division in northern Italy during the War of the Third Coalition. In the Danube campaign of 1809, he started out leading a division and ended the war in command of a corps. In 1813, he led a successful diplomatic effort to cause the Kingdom of Bavaria to change sides and join the Allies against Napoleon. Into his 70s he served Austria in various military and civil positions. In this part of the video, we'll be diving deep into early career and unraveling its profound impact. Heinrich XV was born into an ancient house of Reuss at Greiz Castle on 22 February 1751. His parents, Count later Prince Heinrich XI Reuss von Obergreiz and his first wife, Countess Konradin Reuss of Greiz, carried on the family tradition of naming all their male children Heinrich and numbering them consecutively. They duly named their 6 sons Heinrich XII through Heinrich XVII, while their 5 daughters were christened Amelie, Friederike, Isabella, Marie, and Ernestine. Belonging to the Reuss elder line, Heinrich XV was entitled to be called Prince first, but he was not the reigning prince. That dignity was held by his surviving elder brother Heinrich XIII from 1800 to 1817. Heinrich XV enlisted in the Austrian Maquis infantry regiment #35 in 1766. He, his father, and brothers became princes in 1778. When Maria Theresa died in 1780, and Joseph II of Austria became emperor in fact as well as name, Joseph favored the young prince, promoting him to major in 1784. During the Austro-Turkish War, the emperor appointed Reuss to his staff. For notable service at the storming of Wabach in 1788, the emperor promoted the prince to Oberst Colonel of the Wenzel Colloredo Infantry Regiment #56. Reuss fought at the Siege of Belgrade in the fall of 1789. The spotlight now falls on War of the First Coalition as we delve deeper into its details. In the spring of 1793, Prince Heinrich successfully defended a position against the French and received promotion to General Major in May. He served on the staff of Prince Josias of Saxe-Coburg-Saalfeld and was present at the Battle of Avesnes-le-Sec on 12 September. In this action, Prince Johann of Liechtenstein and 2,000 cavalry crushed a force of 7,000 French troops, inflicting 2,000 casualties and capturing 2,000 more. At the beginning of 1796, Reuss commanded an infantry brigade on the Upper Rhine. Bonaparte's victories over Johann Peter Beaulieu in April and May 1796 altered the strategic situation. When the Austrian High Command transferred Dagobert von Wurmser from Germany to Italy, Reuss and heavy reinforcements went with him. During the first relief of the siege of Mantua, the 45-year-old prince led a brigade in Peter Quosanovich's column on the west side of Lake Garda. At first, operations went well for the Austrians, but Bonaparte defeated Quosanovich in the complex Battle of Lenato and forced him to retreat to Riva del Garda. At the height of the battle, on 3 August, Reuss seized Desenzano del Garda, rescuing some recently captured soldiers belonging to Joseph Oxgay's command. However, the proximity of superior numbers of French troops soon compelled him to retreat to Gavado. During the Second Relief of Mantua, Heinrich led a 5,200-man brigade in Paul Davidovich's corps. His area of responsibility stretched from the northern tip of Lake Garda to Trento on the west side of the Adige River. On 3 September, a 10,000-man French division led by Claude Belgrand de Vaubois drove his outposts out of Noga to Bole on the lake. An overconfident army command ordered him to attack the French the next day, but he admitted that this was not possible. In the subsequent Battle of Rovereto on 4 September, he defended the camp of Mori on the west bank, while his colleagues Joseph Vukasovic and Johann Spork held Marco on the east bank. Bonaparte, in greatly superior strength, routed Davidovich's corps and drove them north of Trento. In the Fourth Relief of Mantua, the new army commander Joseph Alvinci assigned Reuss to command the largest column in his army, nearly 7,900 soldiers. Reuss followed the west bank of the Adige, while Vukasovic's column marched on the east bank, and the rest of the army followed roads and trails farther west near Monte Baldo. During the Battle of Rivoli, the troops under Reuss bravely fought their way out of the river bottom to the plateau against tenacious resistance. At this moment, a desperate French counterattack panicked some Austrians from the other columns and drove them to seek refuge in the river valley. Disordered by fleeing troops and attacked from 2 sides by the French, Reuss' column retreated to the bottom of the gorge where their commander managed to rally them. With Reuss checked, Bonaparte defeated the remaining Austrians on the plateau and won the battle. Heinrich was promoted to Feldmarschall-Lieutenant on 1 March 1797. During the withdrawal from Italy that month, Reuss led a division in the left wing under Archduke Charles, retreating to Ljubljana-Laibach. In this chapter, we'll be unraveling the enigma of War of the Second Coalition and discovering its transformative power. On 25 and 26 March 1799, Heinrich fought under Archduke Charles at the Battle of Stockach and the Battle of Winterthur in May. He led a division of Archduke Charles' centre at the First Battle of Zurich in June. His immediate commander, Olivier, Count of Wallis, received a mortal wound during the engagement. Between March and September 1800 he defended the Vorarlberg and the Tyrol. Emperor Francis I named him Proprietor Inhaber of Reuss Infantry Regiment #17 in 1801. He remained the Proprietor until his death. His brother Heinrich XV was Proprietor of Reuss Greiz Infantry Regiment #55 from 1803 to 1809. And Reuss Greiz Infantry Regiment #18 from 1809 to 1817. Let's now venture into the realm of Napoleonic Wars and explore the fascinating intricacies it holds. Heinrich served under Archduke Charles in Italy during the War of the Third Coalition. The original organization of the Army von Italien called for Reuss to command an 8-battalion division. But at the Battle of Caldero on October 1805, Charles gave him command of the left wing. Reuss played a prominent role in the fighting, commanding Johann Kalmsey's brigade of 8 line infantry battalions, Hieronymus Colloredo Mansfeld's brigade of 5 grenadier battalions, and the Archduke Charles Ulm regiment #3. The fog lifted around 11 am on 30 October and Reuss troops were immediately assaulted by Guillaume Philibert Duhesme's division. Caldero village, held by his troops, changed hands several times during the day, as Duhesme attacked and Reuss counterattacked. The day ended with Caldero in French hands, but the Austrian line intact. On 31 October, Reuss repelled a French probe of the Austrian left flank. The next day, Charles withdrew to the east and no more major actions occurred in the campaign. The War of the Fifth Coalition found Heinrich leading a division in the V Army Corps under Archduke Louis of Austria. He commanded 12 battalions in the brigades of Federico Bianchi and Franz Schultz von Rothacker. In the campaign culminating in the Battle of Eck on 22 April, he fought at the battles of Abensberg and Landshut. He led an attacking column in a successful action at Neumarkt Sankt Veit on 24 April. He participated in the Battle of Habsburg on 3 May. On 15 May, Heinrich received promotion to Feldzeugmeister and was appointed to command the army corps. He missed the Battle of Aspen-Isling because his troops were detailed to watch the Nisdorf sector. By the orders of Archduke Charles, his small corps also sat out the Battle of Wagram. Instead, they guarded the Danube River crossings to the west of the battlefield. His 8,958 troops included the brigades of Johann Neustauter, Philipp Pfluger, and Johann Klebelsberg. On 10 July, Reuss held off the pursuing French army in a successful rearguard action at Schingruben. The following day, his corps participated in a much larger action at Znaim, where each side lost about 6,000 casualties. In the early hours of 12 July, both sides agreed to cease fire. For the actions of July, Heinrich received the Knight's Cross of the Military Order of Maria Theresa. In 1813, he commanded the Army of the Danube, a corps of observation on the Bavarian frontier. On 8 October, he signed the Treaty of Ried with Karl Philipp von Ried, which resulted in the Kingdom of Bavaria switching sides and joining the Allies against Napoleon. This act earned him the Order of Leopold from Austria and the Military Order of Max Joseph from Bavaria. Russia honored him with the Order of St. Alexander Nevsky. He was governor of the Duchy of Milan and viceroy of Lombardy-Venetia earning the Gold Medal for civilian service and the Order of the Iron Crown. Later he served as governor of Galicia. He was promoted Feldmarshal when he retired from the army on 10 September 1824. He died on 30 August 1825 at Greiz Castle, having never married. If you have any suggestions for future videos, feel free to drop them in the comment section.